is up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Raven, and today I'm going to be talking about all 12 zodiac signs, and I'm going to be talking about all your personality traits. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? What makes you fall in love? And yes, what makes you aroused? Now, before I get any further into this video, this is all just for entertainment. This is just a hobby for me. And I'm going to be telling you guys what the facts are based on what I had to research for. And I'll be backing up with what I already know. And I'll even be telling you what is true and what's not true about these zodiac signs. And so, without further ado, let's get right down to it. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, I hope you like the new intro. Alright, so the first sign is Aries. Oh, yeah. Every zodiac sign has a spirit animal because you guys all share the same personality traits as these animals you do. Now, as I go along with this video and these, zodiac signs, your animals may not match your symbol, but like I said, you share the same, personality traits as these animals do. And each zodiac sign has a ruling planet, and each planet resembles its own little charismatic thing. So, Aries, here we go. You guys are a fire sign. Your birth dates are March 21st through April 19th. Your spirit animal is a hawk. Your color stone is red. Your ruling planet is Mars, and Mars resembles physical energy. And as far as research goes, I got an iPad. This is a piece of paper of the things I already know. Here we go. As the first zodiac sign, Aries likes to be first in everything. A natural-born leader, the fearless ram is able to get things going in an instant and is willing to try anything. Although this sign sometimes takes on more than can be accomplished. So I bet you do great in projects. Cool. Aries people are extremely dynamic and energetic, and they have to constantly keep busy. They are also very charismatic sign with the ability to easily attract others with their personality magnetism. Okay. So you attract people, if you got a project going, you attract other people to kind of help you get things going. Okay. I bet you guys get things done. That's cool. Aries people are often the most exciting among family members with their engaging charm and their daredevil personalities. Okay. They are frequently called up to resolve family problems because they have a knack of leadership and for getting everyone going in the same direction. So the leadership, as I mentioned before in the projects, I bet you guys get things done. Now, it has mentioned, you guys, that you can keep people in a straight line and in the same direction. I guess that's why your symbol is a ram. As parents, they are protective, but they can also be strict disciplinaries. Okay. Aries children are known to give their parents quite a few gray hairs. Okay. Okay then. Okay. And with their siblings, they are competitive, but they love them deeply. In all of their relationships, Aries people are a force of dynamic energy. Guess that explains the gray hairs. Whether male or female, Aries does not take no for an answer when it comes to romance. Okay. When they meet an attractive potential partner, Aries doesn't play games. I respect that. They are straight shooters and won't play hard to get. Aries people tend to be aggressive at times, though sometimes scaring off possible love interests. Now I can kind of understand their personality. I can understand that. By cultivating a softer approach, Aries' true strength and fine character traits will be more noticeable. Yeah, I bet. Many Aries people, therefore, tend to rush into relationships, and they may experience more than one marriage throughout their lives. Oh. Okay. So you get married, you get divorced, you get married, then you get divorced. I bet that's pretty complicated. Nothing can stop an ambitious Aries who is intent on achieving a career goal. Okay. This is a very driven sign. Along with the drive, Aries people will work hard to get what they want. Aries is not all about hard work, though. Aries is also a dreamer. They tend to dream big, too. Don't we all? They often reach straight for the stars. Nonetheless, their drive and hard work allow them to often get exactly what they're aiming for. In business, Aries is savvy and shrewd and often winds up living a high life. So you live a high life, you get married, then you get divorced. I wonder if you still live a high life if, you keep getting married and keep getting divorced and have to give up half your life for this. Many corporate leaders are born under this self-motivated sign. Okay. So many people who have successful businesses are under this sign. Okay. Well, as I mentioned before in the Aries, you guys are ruled by the planet Mars, which is physical energy. You attract people to help you with the project. And you guys' color is red, which red resembles the color of courage. Okay. Alright, so the next sign is the Taurus. You guys are a earth sign. Your birth dates are April 20th through May 20th. I'm jealous of anybody who's born on April 20th. Now, your birthstone color is green. You are ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love and relationships. Here's something kind of interesting. Your guys' spirit animal came up 3 different things. It came up as a bull, which is your guys' symbol. Then it came up beaver, and then it came up a bear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we only have one spirit animal. I'm just going to stick with bull because it kind of makes sense. Alright, and then just, here we go. Your guys' personality traits, here we go. Because they are practical and reliable, Taurians place a very high value in stability and security, both material and emotional. So you guys, sounds like you're pretty loyal. Taurus people are very faithful and patient, but when they become angry, they can easily transform into an infuriated bull. Okay. Because they have a tendency to be too conservative. Taurians would be wise to learn to accept new ideas and adjust to new situations. So, you guys think a certain way and you tend to say a certain way and you want things to be a certain way. But if that is true about you guys, okay, no judgment here. That's fine. And although bulls can be extremely stubborn, it's that incredible determination that helps them to achieve their goals. That's true. That's true. Can't deny that. The Taurian's heart is kind, stable, temperament, and constant devotion will always make their relationships very fruitful. Is it just me, or did that not make any sense at all? Moving on. Steady and sturdy, the bull is often the one member of the family that everyone turns to when they need support or assistance. So when you need a little kick in the rear to get things going, you go to a bull? Okay, just don't wear the color red. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to make some jokes here. As a parent, the Taurus is able to maintain a very even and low-key tone. You sure? Which offers reassurance and stability to their children. The Taurian children relates to parental figures in much the same way, with consistent support and appreciation. The major difference comes in the sibling relationship, where there is often more of a competitive vibration. Okay. But when all is said and done, this is a loyal sign that cheers on and encourages siblings when they are in need of a shoulder to cry on or inspiration to move forward. What did I say about these people being loyal? I knew it right off the bat. The big, strong bull can be shy and withdrawn when it comes to romance. I gotta admit, that part is kind of true. You know, I do know some Terriers people, and I know them to be quite tough. But when it comes to real emotions like this, I've seen them get shy. Not towards me, but just to other people. I know a few people in this sign, and I've seen them act this way. So that part is kind of true. Despite the appearance of bravado and self-confidence, Terriers people can be somewhat insecure when it comes to love. I guess. I don't know about insecure, but I guess. They are most drawn to outgoing people who make their feelings obvious. That way the bull can feel self-assured of the other person's feelings. When Terrius marries, it is often for better or for worse. This is someone who will stick by a partner no matter what comes their way. Okay. As in other areas of life, Terrius is very steady and reliable at work. This person is the one the boss can count on to get the job done. But because Terrius people lack confidence at times, they may not aim as high as possible, and often settle for less than what could be achieved. Terrius needs to constantly maintain the goal of high self-esteem to achieve worthy role in the workplace. I think bulls are pretty confident in themselves, and I'm pretty sure these people that I know are very confident in themselves. That's because they mentioned earlier self-confidence. They are actually pretty brave people. But, you know, I also am only speaking on behalf of the Terrius people that I know. You know, I'm not speaking on behalf of everybody. So, alright, there's your Terrius right there. Alright, so before I go on to this next zodiac sign, I know I may be a little funny or whatever. I did, you know, get a little earlier, so I'm not speaking very fluently. And another thing too, when you guys all saw the picture of me putting Gemini on there, I couldn't find, you know, an air sign or any other emoji to go with it, so I just typed it in. Figured you guys would understand what I'm saying. Alright, so Geminis. Now, I work with Geminis. I don't have a lot of friends that are Geminis, but on behalf of all Geminis, I never seem to have a problem with them. They're all actually really cool. They're alright. Alright, so Geminis, you guys are an air sign. Your birth dates are May 21st all the way through June 20th. Your spirit animal is a deer. Your color stone is yellow. You are ruled by the planet of Mercury. And Mercury is a symbol of communication. That kind of explains it for a lot of things. That explains a lot. Alright, here we go. Geminis are often mentally gifted and quite intellectually inclined. Geminis are also usually very well informed. They always try to gather as much information as they can, which in turn helps them to more easily adapt to any situation. Oh yeah, these are very inquisitive types of people. I know that for a fact. Quick-witted and smart, the twins quickly become the center of attention in any gathering. At the same time, they tend to be not the most emotionally stable sign and can be very moody and change their opinions rapidly. I think that did happen one time. I was at work, and one of the Geminis I did work at, you know, this person kind of changed their minds quite a bit. If the Geminis can train themselves to allow or to always, I'm sorry guys, to always follow through and be more consistent, they can significantly improve their understandings and relationships with others. To be honest with you, the Geminis that I work with, they do kind of flip-flop, but they do flip-flop around. But when it comes to communicating with me, they always seem to give me straight answers. Maybe it's my personality. Ruled by Mercury, as I've mentioned, Gemini is here, there, and everywhere. And that often drives other family members a bit crazy. This is a hard person to pin down, and this sign may not always show up at family gatherings as planned. But when Gemini shows up, this individual is often the life of a party and keeps everyone entertained. Yes. As a parent, Gemini needs to always make a point to be consistent, since it is this sign's nature to flit from one interest to the next, and so may not always be unswerving as possible when it comes to parenting. The Gemini I know is pretty consistent because this person's constantly working on something. Constantly. But that can be corrected with self-discipline. As a child, Gemini doesn't always achieve the closeness with parents that they would prefer, because even as children, people of this sign are off pursuing their own interests. Yep, I know that. As a sibling, there is quite often a lot of rivalry because Gemini is an achiever and often outshines and outwits brothers and sisters who aren't as fast thinking or ambitious. I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that. The Gemini person may love deeply, but this Mercury sign doesn't always show it. Sometimes this leads to miscommunication among lovers. But if your ruling planet is Mercury and it resembles communication, why is it mentioning this? That's actually not true at all. That's not true. And if not intended to, it can be a downfall of the relationship. Duh. But it doesn't have to be that way. Gemini people need to make a constant conscious effort to let their lovers know how they feel and do the little things that mean so much and that show caring and nurturing. I think they already do that. The Gemini people is going in many different directions at the same time, because to these people, there are never enough hours in the day to get everything done. This Gemini that I know, that I work with, is, I mentioned, constantly working on something. Like, it could be early in the morning, it could be getting towards late at night. This person's always working on something. It's like this person needs to learn a thing called a break. In business, Gemini often has many things going at once in the form of new businesses or investments. When employed by someone else, Gemini is always on the lookout for the next great opportunity. This single-minded determination often leads to great financial success. But here's the thing, when you got a lot of things going on in your business and a lot of different investments, you got to take things one thing at a time. You know what I mean? It's one thing for your business to have a lot of things going on. What business doesn't? What doesn't? But if you have a lot of investments, I would stick to just what you know. You know what I mean? But as far as this Gemini goes that I know, this person is pretty communicative, and I know this person is always looking for a great opportunity to lend a helping hand. This person I'm talking about, this person's always working on something, and I can tell that this person is determined to find the next great opportunity to outshine somebody. But other than that, when it comes to Geminis, I never have a problem with them. They always seem to tell me what they need, and I end up, helping them with whatever. So there's your Geminis right there. Boy, oh boy, do I know a thing or two about cancers. I'm dating a Cancer right now. I've known a few Cancers in my past. Boy, do I know a thing or two about you guys. I love me a Cancer. Alright, here we go. You guys are a water sign. Your birth dates are June 21st through July 22nd. Your birthstone color is white or silver. You are ruled by the moon, and the moon resembles emotion. Yep. It's true, because you guys do feel everything very, very deeply. Now, when it comes to your guys' spirit animal, this one came up kind of strange. My research came up that your guys' spirit animal is a woodpecker. I don't think that's true at all. I really disagree with that. You guys are not a woodpecker. I believe your guys' spirit animal is in your symbol, which is the crab. I think that's your guys' spirit animal. It's a woodpecker? I mean, come on. Really? Here we go. By the way, I'm able to confirm what is true and what's not true about these Cancers, because boy, I know. Cancer, the moon child, usually has a very conservative and home-loving nature. Like its mascot, the crab, Cancer often likes to hide in its shell, finding inner comfort at home and making its house the most beloved fortress. Cancerans are very protective of their loved ones. Oh yeah, I know that. They can be both shy and outgoing. Yes, you're outgoing. Shy? No. No, you are not shy. I know. You're not shy. They're very strong-willed, and they like to get everything done in their own way. Cancerans need to learn to balance their emotions because they often tend to feel everything very deeply and tend to be overly sensitive and moody. I mentioned earlier you guys feel everything deeply. Sensitive and moody. That only happens when you approach a Cancer a certain way. If you approach them negatively, if you talk to them negatively, if you treat them negatively, yeah, they're going to come back a little like that. They're going to come back at you like that. What do you expect? Of all the signs, Cancer is probably one of the most devoted to the family and family-like relationships. Cancer is sensitive and nostalgic and lives to enjoy family and friendship. Although there may be a lot of emotional drama when there is a moon child in the family, this person is usually someone that everyone turns to for soft touch and kind encouragement. How could you back up, saying these moon children can there be a lot of emotional drama, then back it up with a soft touch and kind encouragement? How that doesn't make sense. As far as emotional drama goes, I'm only speaking on behalf of the Cancers that I know and the Cancer that I'm dating. You may be thinking of other Cancers, but this Cancer that I know and love, I don't know about emotional drama. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But soft touch and kind encouragement, oh yeah, I can agree to that. As a parent, Cancer is loving and devoted, and the parents of the moon children are loved to the moon and back. As a sibling, these kids are often the mediators, smoothing over conflict and bringing everyone together. Yeah, I can agree to that. The moon children loves deeply and forever, sensitive and sweet. This is someone usually remembers every birthday, every anniversary, and every social occasion of any kind. Yes. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. Cancer is loyal, loving, and sensitive to the needs of a significant other, but can be quite shy when it comes to public displays of affection. You're not shy. You are not shy. You're not shy. It may take a while for the Cancer to decide to marry, but once it happens, it's usually for a lifetime. It didn't take long for my Cancer to decide to love me. Cancerians are often highly financially motivated and quite adept at maintaining a budget and getting ahead with savings. The Moon Children's career is very important because it is a way to achieve the security they yearn for, financially and personally. And this is also a dedicated employee who's trustworthy, hardworking, and eager to please. As a business owner, people born under this sign treat the business like a part of the family, always nurturing it and staying on top of what it needs to remain successful. This Cancer that I love very much has his thing with this, beach cruisers, his BMX bikes, and he is looking into getting an electric bike. And, this will take some time. And I've seen videos of him, cleaning his bike up, polishing his bikes up, doing reviews on his bikes. Yeah, it's like his business. That's his thing. So, everything on here, as you may see, I'm telling you guys what is true and what's not true about these Cancers. Like I said, I know a thing or two about them. But there's your Cancers right there. I love you, my Cancer. Alright, the next zodiac sign is a Leo. Alright, Leo is a fire sign. Your birth dates are July 23rd all the way through August 22nd. By the way, it's almost the end of Leo season, so okay, shout out to them. Your birthstone colors are gold. You are ruled by the sun, actually, and the sun resembles ego and creativity. I am related to a Leo, and this kind of explains a couple little things. Now, another spirit animal that I strongly disagree with. I don't understand, where is it? Because I've done, 3 different researches. They've all came up a certain way. They've all came up the exact same thing. This spirit animal for Leo came up, I believe, I shit you not, a salmon. I think you guys are lions. Yes, your symbol is a lion, but there's a reason behind it. Because lions are very strong-willed and they are very, very tough. And yeah, you guys are very creative. Very, very creative. Here we are. As one of the most creative and ambitious signs, Leo has plenty to roar about. The lion's considerable talents help them to succeed in nearly any endeavor they set their minds to. Leos love to be the center of the attention, and they often are because they are so enthusiastic, courageous, loyal, and generous. Oh yeah, that's true. Because the lion is the king of the jungle animals, Leos often think of themselves as the king or queen of the universe. Okay. But they need to learn to tame their pride and to be less concerned about appearances. Wow. Leos love to give without asking first. Yeah. That's because they always assure their gift is truly needed. As a natural born leader, Leo can become a great inspiration for others. I'm related to a Leo, like I said. This is just the first paragraph and it's already made more sense out of everything. Wow, this is interesting. Fearlessly loyal and protective of the loved ones, the lion is proudly devoted to each other and every member of the family. This sign is often the leader when it comes to family matters. Strong, loving, and regal, this person is always conscious of making everyone proud. When the Leo has children, those children are treated like little kings and queens. Often pampered to the point of being almost spoiled. I wonder if that's how lions treat their cubs in the jungle. That's kind of interesting. And the parents of a Leo are often treated in much in the same way because Leos tend to always want to maintain and be worthy of the pride the parents have in their children's achievements. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. You gotta be proud of something. With brothers and sisters, Leo is charming and likable, but siblings may come to resent Leo's natural need to be in charge. Leo is also the king or the queen when it comes to romance, often lavishing a lover with gifts and flowers and candy, home-cooked meals, or whatever appeals most the object of this person's affection. Okay. If a Leo is in love, there is no doubt about it, because Leos are often then not wear their heart on their sleeve. And when you are loved by a Leo, you can rest assured that this regal beast will always be there to defend your honor and trumpet your achievements. So this Leo right here is going to be someone that's going to help you with your achievements, and when you accomplish something, you get rewarded for it. Okay, that's cool. Anyone who competes with a Leo in a workplace had better get out of the way, because Leos are very competitive and they play to win. Yes. Yes. You might want to step out of the way of a lion too, especially when one's charging at you. Very driven and very smart, Leo is always on the lookout for opportunities to get ahead. Leo is the natural leader of the pack and doesn't know the meaning of the word no when it comes to earning a position that is coveted. So you're driven and you're confident and you are determined. Cool. Many Leos choose to be in business for themselves because, being the king of the jungle by their nature, they don't like to answer to anyone. But even kings and queens got to answer the questions of their people. I mean, you would think, but that's cool. So those are your Leos right there. So this next zodiac sign is a Virgo. Now, when I get into this, there is a particular Virgo I once knew back then. You know, I worked for this particular Virgo, so I'll be able to tell you what's true and what's not true about this Virgo. Now, I'm not bagging on you guys, but you Virgos do have quite a reputation. So, you know, again, I'm not speaking on behalf of all Virgos, but I'm going to speak on behalf of one particular one that I knew. So, you Virgos are a earth sign. You birthdays are August 23rd through September 22nd. Your birthstone colors are brown and green. You are represented by a planet, Mercury, which resembles communication. That's kind of true and kind of not true, all in the same category. And your spirit animal, one I will agree with, is a bear. I can agree to that. So here we go. Virgo is a zodiac sign represented by a female. Virgos are therefore delicate and sensitive. Yet at the same time, they can be critical and picky. I once worked for a Virgo. When this Virgo was in a good mood, this Virgo was in a really good mood, like nice, like almost too nice. Like type of nice that kept you on your toes and would make you go, what are you up to? And this particular Virgo, I'm not bagging on this Virgo, and I'm not going to mention this Virgo's name either. I don't work for this Virgo anymore. And this Virgo, when it mentioned critical and picky, this Virgo was very, very, very critical and very picky. Very. Virgos may appear cold, as they is a tendency to hide emotions and suppress natural kindness. Although deep down they are warm and loving. Yeah. In a way. They show it in their own way. Virgos always pick a logical and practical approach to all aspects of life, which contributes to many of them being quite successful and independent. Although Virgos may appear cold, they feel deeply and are in fact very reliable on all of their relationships. Can't speak on behalf of relationships. I didn't get along with this Virgo too much. But when we had our good days, we had our good days. When we had our bad days, we had our bad days. Just saying. And then to go back, yes, this Virgo I knew was very independent. This Virgo didn't exactly work well with others. Appear to be quite successful? Sure, okay. They will be glad to lend you a helpful hand if you get past the mask. This makes Virgo a very desirable friend or mate. I'm not going there. Modest and understated, Virgo people have to take care to show those they love how they feel. These people don't like to make a scene, and so they are often quite even withdrawn when it comes to showing emotions. Okay. Still, their steadfast loyalty and their consistent attention are appreciated by those who love them. Sure. Virgo parents are attentive but not overly demonstrative when it comes to showing the love they deeply feel. With their own parents, they are often so humble that they felt uncomfortable with too much attention or praise. Virgo siblings usually enjoy pleasant, if not distant, relationships. I can't speak on that part. I don't know about that. Still waters run deep, and Virgo people are often very hard to read. The Virgo I've been talking about since the beginning of me reading this sign, yes, this Virgo was very unpredictable. Like I said, when this Virgo was in a good mood, this Virgo was in a good mood and almost overly nice. But when this Virgo was in a bad mood, let me tell you what it showed. That doesn't mean they don't have great wells of love to draw from, but their lovers are often left wondering how their paramour feels or what this person is thinking. Okay. Virgo is encouraged to express feelings more openly by being more demonstrative and affectionate. Can't speak on that behalf. I don't know. Learning to give and accept a higher level of nurturing will help the Virgo person enjoy more fulfilling relationships. I can't speak on that behalf. I don't know about that. I only knew, one particular Virgo. I used to work for that Virgo, and, this Virgo, like I said, we had our good days and we had our bad days. But I don't work for this Virgo anymore, so. Many Virgo people achieve great success in business, but it rarely happens overnight. Doesn't the same mean for everything? It's not like you can achieve success overnight. They aren't susceptible to taking big risks or leaping for chancy opportunities. Their success is usually attained slowly and steadily and over a longer period of time. Okay, well, on that one, they take their time with their business, which would make sense. That makes sense. Their success is usually, okay, I already read that part, my bad, sorry. But once they do reach the level they aim for, their success remains consistent. Virgo people are excellent at managing finances, so they know where every dollar they earn is going, giving them the power to expand and explore when in business for themselves. They need to keep in mind, though, that it's good to splurge once in a while and make a point of seeking out the joy of life. This Virgo, I'm sure that this Virgo has done splurged for themselves here and there. Because this Virgo did, show a thing or two about that. But, I do wish this Virgo the best of luck. I wish this Virgo nothing but the best. Good luck to you. But like I said, Virgos have quite a reputation on them. And again, I'm not speaking on behalf of all Virgos, just speaking on behalf of the ones I know. So there's your Virgo. I am proud to be a Libra. I'm a Libra myself. My birthday is September 27th, 1998. And I actually used to work with somebody, who actually had the same birth date as me, September 27th, except obviously she was older. So let me tell you everything about a Libra. You're going to really enjoy this. Okay, here we go. Libra is an air sign. Our birth dates are September 23rd all the way through October 22nd. Our birthstone colors are pink and purple. Here's the thing. I don't like the color pink. I don't like the color pink at all. But I love purple. I like purple. I love it. So our ruling planet is Venus, and Venus is resemblance of love and relationships. Boy, I could tell you about that. Now here's a funny part. When I looked up, the zodiac sign spiritual animal, it still blows me away to this day. I'm still shocked about this. If you don't believe me, you can look it up yourself. Guess what my spirit animal is? A raven. I swear to God. And I talked about how raven was given to me as a nickname, a long time ago. And there's a video of me communicating with the raven. And in case you guys haven't seen that yet, I'll have the link in the description down below. And for those of you that have seen that one video where I did talk about why the name Raven was given to me, you all pretty much already know. But yeah, that's our spirit animal. Ain't that something? That's crazy. Okay, so here we go. Personality traits. I'll be able to tell you the difference. Libras are elegant and charming with a great love of beauty and harmony. So the girl I used to work with, she is the walking definition of elegance. She was always dressed to the nines. She was always real charming and really sweet. And I had a thing for harmony. Now me, I'm kind of simple. I wear a shirt, I wear pants, I wear socks, I wear undergarments, I wear shoes. I guess in my own way, I have my own taste in elegance, but not as much as the other lady I'm talking about here. Okay. They know how to appreciate the various pleasures of life, and they are naturally kind. Because they are even-tempered, they can be very social and diplomatic, and they are one of the most empathetic of the signs. So, as far as social goes, most Libras are actually very independent because, the girl that I used to work with, she was pretty independent and mostly kept to herself. And, even me at work, I would mostly keep it to myself. I'm pretty independent myself. But, then again, when it comes to us being in a team together, working on something, we're great team players. You're always going to need a Libra in your team working with you on projects. Believe me, they come in handy. I come in handy. The girl comes in handy. We have various different ideas. And as far as, understanding, various different pleasures and balance in life, yeah, we kind of understand that. We have a thing where we know about these things. And as far as even-tempered goes, our temper, here's the thing with Libras. Our tempers grow really slowly. We don't really wish to show our anger. We don't wish to feel angry. However, when we reach a boiling point, that's it. When we reach past our point, past our limit, I'm sorry to say this, we can get pretty aggressive. I'm speaking on my behalf, and then, the girl that I used to work with, I've rarely seen her angry, but the time I did see her angry, I got a little scared, to be honest with you. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, and empathetic. We're always feeling sorry for other people. We wish to hear other sides of the story. We feel sorry for other people and we just listen to them. We feel their pain and we just talk them through it. Okay. In their everlasting search for balance, they can appear to be indecisive. So for those of you that don't know what indecisive means, it just means trouble making a decision. Here's the thing, we're deep thinkers. We think before we make a decision. So I think we don't have a problem making a decision. I certainly don't. The truth is that Libras loathe in conflicts in life. By pleasing everybody, they try to achieve peace and harmony. That's why our symbol is a scale. Libras are the ultimate team players, always functioning better when they are paired up with the right partner. What did I say about team players? Libra is often the peacemaker in any family situation. We hear other sides of the story and we tend to make peace. The funny part is that, you know, even on my old job, and I swear I'll make this quick, I've always been used to try to settle down customers and guests and all that. Supervisors would always call me over to cool things down. They would always use me. And now at my other job, you know, the job I'm working at right now, because, you know, I am a custodian, they would always use the girl that I would work with to help even things out. And she was pretty good at it too. A few times I was used, but, you know, I'm also pretty busy myself. You know what I mean? So that's where we get our name, the Peacemakers. People of this sign are gifted at understanding very diverse viewpoints and seeing everyone's side of the story. What did I just say? They are excellent mediators, and they are exceptionally good at blending in with every member of the family and understanding what makes each of them special and unique. We are gifted at reading things. We're gifted with that. This makes Libra very popular at family gatherings. As a parent, Libras take great care not to favor one child over another, and is therefore a balanced and respected parent whose children are secured in knowing they are truly loved. See me, I wish to keep things equal. You know, if I have kids of my own, and which I know for the future I will, whether I have 1, 2, 3, or 6 kids, they're all going to be loved equally. They're going to know that by now. Okay, with Libra's own parents, this sign shows equal devotion, and when there is a favorite, it is not made obvious for fear of hurting the feelings of others. No shit. As a sibling, Libra is attentive and compassionate, which makes him or her a great best friend. Thank you. It's true. Libra people are in love with love. Yeah. I think love is the strongest emotion there is. That's the best way to describe their intense fascination with romance. Yeah, I've got a taste of romance. They fall in love easily and perhaps too often, and this sometimes leads to disappointment and disillusions. That's not true. No, Libra people do not fall in love very easily. We don't fall in love with just anybody, okay? We're not like that. So if we fall in love with you, that's something pretty special. And what did I say about Libras being mostly independent? So we don't fall in love too easily. And another thing I have mentioned too, we're thinkers. We think before we make a decision. So we don't really get disappointed about anything too much. And leading to disillusions, we know what's going to happen. We're overthinkers. That's what we are. Libra needs to work at being more objective when it comes to love, viewing potential partners in more practical way. Libras know how it is to view other people's points. That's why our symbol is a scale. We see what others need to hear and what they want to hear. We know what it is. So we understand everyone's viewpoints. For instance, if Libra is swept away by someone's outward appearance, they have to also stop and ask themselves if this person offers traits, interests, characteristics that will blend well with their own. We already do that. We already do that. Like for me, I don't care about looks or appearances. See, your mind is what speaks for itself. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. And your soul is the gatekeeper to your heart. The thing I'm trying to say is Libras have a God-given talent to read people like an open book on a table. We pick up your energy. We read you through the looks of your eyes. If your soul allows us to read your heart, we can read every personality about you. We can even read what you're thinking. Now, I'm not saying that we're psychics or mediums. No. But we know what you're thinking. We can pick up your energy. So we know pretty much. And another thing too, we're thinkers. Before we even think about being swept away by anybody, we tend to try to get to know you first. That's kind of how us Libras are. Don't put that bad rap on us. No, 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 no. Libra people are diplomatic, well-liked, and often quite popular among coworkers, bosses, or subordinates. Very true. Very, very, very true. That is so true. I mentioned earlier about supervisors using me as guest complaints, and me at work. I am very well liked by my coworkers. Anybody at my job will tell you. And my bosses really like my work. They'll even tell you that too. Libras don't like work environments that involve complicated politics or chaos and conflicts. Nobody does. Nobody does. We're not the only ones. They are most at ease in a creative setting or one where their talent of diplomacy and mediation can be put to good use. I'm a custodian. I'm great at cleaning and organizing, and I used to be a housekeeper. That's where my good talents be put to use. It's one of the things I'm really good at. Libra is a great team player and resents anyone who doesn't understand the importance of the team spirit. Like I said, we're mostly independent, but paired with a right person in a team working on a project or whatever, we understand the needs. I can really help you get a project done. That's how I am. Here we are. Libras who are introverts might do great work on their own and actually would prefer some degree of isolation while working, but will still immensely benefit from the overall creative surrounding environment, which provides them with fresh ideas and challenges them. What did I say about team players and working alone? I mentioned that. So there's your sign, Libra. I really hope you learned something about a Libra, because Libras are very interesting signs. Even I'm saying it myself. Alright, so the next sign is a Scorpio, and I know quite a bit of Scorpios. You know, I've got family members that are Scorpios. I got a couple friends that are Scorpios. I even work with a Scorpio, so I can tell you a thing or two about them. Alright, so you Scorpios are a water sign. Your birthdays are October 23rd through November 21st. Your birthstone color is black. Your guys' ruling planets are very interesting. This is what makes you guys quite unique. You guys are ruled by two different planets. Your modern planet is Pluto, which resembles rebirth. And your traditional planet is Mars, which resembles physical energy. I don't want to get into how Pluto is a planet, not a planet. I don't care about that. I'm not here to talk about that. Now, here's the interesting part. When I saw your guys' zodiac sign, spirit animal, it came up as a snake. I think it would make more sense if you guys were scorpions. I mean, it's in your symbol, and it kind of makes sense to me, don't you think? Alright, here we go. Your personalities. Scorpio is one of the most profound and outwardly impressive signs of the zodiac, with a very intense emotional energy that makes them stand out among peers. Their personalities are truly magnetic, yet they can be volatile and unpredictable at times, like a volcano. But that's only because they experience deep passion. Like their namesake, the scorpion, Scorpios have a sharp power of self-defense. Yes. And when they feel cornered, they will lash out. Yes. Very true. Just like the mythical phoenix, they burn themselves down and then they revive themselves from the ashes. Scorpio is known to have a very strong imagination and keen intuition. To avoid a tendency toward jealousy, people of this sign need to remind themselves how much they have to offer. Okay, the Scorpios I know, I don't see them too much having a jealousy type of personalities. But I'm not speaking on behalf of all Scorpios. I'm just speaking on behalf of the ones that I know. Alright. Scorpio people have a strong, consistent, and lasting commitment to family. And that includes longtime friends who become like members of the family. Again, I got two friends of mine that are both Scorpios, and their birthdays are within days of each other. One of them I've been friends with for 15 years. We've been friends since 4th grade. Her and I have been through a lot, and she's a Scorpio, so that's a long time friendship right there. And I got another one too. I've known her at one of my friend's birthday parties, or I wonder if it was a birthday party or graduation. It was one of those parties. But her and I have about 6-7 years under our belts. Long time friendship, you know what I mean? Even though Scorpio may not see family members on a frequent basis, they always get back on track quickly, and it seemed like no time has lapsed. The family members that I have that are all Scorpios, they keep in touch, they do keep in touch on a weekly basis, but as far as seeing them, we're all pretty much scattered all over the place, so, we don't get a chance to see them very often, but we do keep in touch. Scorpio people are strong and independent. As a parent, those traits set an excellent example for their children. I got one Scorpio in my family to thank for that. When they are children themselves, though, those same traits may drive their own parents crazy. In sibling relationships, Scorpio people may make great confidence because they know how to keep a secret. Okay. It may be hard to win the heart of a Scorpio, but once you do, you have someone you can count on for life. True? True. People of this sign feel deeply and love passionately, and once someone does them wrong, it can be hard or more likely impossible to get them back into their good graces. Yeah, I can understand that. Scorpio is also known as Scorpio is also known as the sexiest sign of the zodiac. They are very affectionate and giving lovers who believe in keeping the fire in the relationship. So if you have a Scorpio lover, get ready for a life of passion and excitement. That's none of my business. When it comes to money and career, there is no deterring a Scorpio from meeting a goal. Scorpios are excellent at sticking to a budget, and they aren't afraid of working hard to achieve the financial status they seek. There's a Scorpio in my family that I know is a walking definition of that. They have strong management skills. They rarely overspend or spend frivolously, and they have almost a sixth sense when it comes to seeking out good investments. Not surprisingly, having these traits, Scorpios are usually very good at managing projects, both big and small. There's a Scorpio in my family that I know is like this. So there's your Scorpio. Boy, that was pretty interesting. Alright, so the next sign is a Sagittarius. So there's only a couple people that I know that are Sagittariuses. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know too many of them. There's a couple that I know. Alright, so you Sagittarius guys are fire. You're a fire symbol. Your birthdays are between November 22nd and December 21st. Your birthstone is purple. You are ruled by a planet Jupiter, and Jupiter resembles luck. Alrighty then. And your guys' spirit animal is an owl. Makes sense. You guys are pretty wise. Here we go. Sagittarius is noticeably restless sign with a deep love of traveling and exploring. Sagittarius people are open to anything new. This sign is all about expanding new dimensions of thought. Cool. They are perfectionists, but just like their mascot, the centaur, it's called an archer, but okay, who aims his arrow into the emptiness. Sagittarians may not always be sure what they are shooting at. Okay. Their Their mission to find perfection in everything could potentially cause this sign some disappointment. So they need to learn to be more carefree and not judge themselves so critically. Well, if that's the case, don't put yourself down. Like I said, I don't know too many Sagittarius people. There's only a couple that I know. Sagittarius' positive attitude and natural curiosity help to keep them going, and they rarely give up. That I know for the fact. They never give up. The two people that I know that are Sagittarius, I know that for the fact. Sagittarians are always surrounded by family and friends. People of this sign love to laugh and enjoy deep conversations. Friends are almost always like family to the Archer. They maintain long relationships that often last forever and date back to childhood days. Sagittarians make excellent parents. They are energized and enthusiastic when it comes to involvement in their children's lives. That's cool. They are devoted to their own parents too, often planning family outgoings or hosting holiday gatherings. Siblings usually gravitate to this sign as well because wherever Sagittarius is, life gets more exciting. Okay. Sagittarians are fiercely protective of their independence. Many people of this sign marry later than average because they want to experience life to the fullest before settling down. Okay. When they do choose Mr. or Mrs. Right, though they are good partners who place great emphasis on the happiness and well-being of their significant other. But even if they never marry, they tend to have long relationships that are marked by joy and good times. That's cool. Sagittarians usually approach their careers from a very practical perspectives. They often know what they want to be when they grow up from a very early age. They choose careers that they believe will be secure, well-paying, and enjoyable too. After all, they will be working long and hard, and they want to get the most out of their time and energy. Despite their pragmatism, Sagittarians can occasionally be risk takers, investing in wild schemes they believe have merit. I respect that. That's why their guys' sign is an Archer. Their willpower paired with strong self-belief and keen intellectual helps them succeed at any role, be in an employee or an entrepreneur. Ethics and morality are on the top of their list for Sagittarians when it comes to business, with morality coming from wealth to them. There's a Sagittarian I used to work with back in my housekeeping days, and he's a lot like this part when it comes to this sign right here. He's a big risk taker, and now I know he is out to doing better things. He is doing good himself, and I do keep in touch with him through Instagram. So shout out to you. Alright guys, the next sign is a Capricorn, and another sign that I don't really know too well. I don't think I know anybody of this sign. I'm not too sure if I know any Capricorns, to be quite honest with you. So this is what I got. You Capricorns are an earth sign. Your birthdays are December 22nd all through January 19th. Your guys' birthstone colors are gray and brown. You are ruled by the planet Saturn, and Saturn resembles structure. Again, with the spiritual animal, your guys' spirit animal came up as a goose. I think it would make more sense if your spirit animal was a goat because it's in your symbol. But, okay. Moving on. Your guys' personality. The stable, serious, and confident Capricorn is a natural goal setter who accomplishes a lot when working under definite guidelines. Alright, cool. Capricorns above all love structure and order. Saturn resembles structure. Ain't that something? Did I get that right? Yep. They can be quite stubborn as well as determined and ambitious. They can be very pessimistic, melancholic, and even unhappy. So they should, on a regular basis, make a point of using positive affirmations and other empowering techniques to maintain a happy disposition. If that's the case, yeah, calm down. They need to learn that not everything is under their control and that it's fine from time to time to relax and let go of their worries. Very true. It's very hard to let our hard work and our hard life get in our way of just us taking one day or just a little bit of time to just relax and sit down. You got to take that time for yourself. Even for me to be a Libra, that's hard for me to do that from time to time. Capricorns are known for having very traditional values, and this comes through best in the way they deal with family. This sign is sincere and down to earth. And you guys are an earth symbol. Ain't that something? And their relationships are equally low-key and comfortable. Capricorn parents are often somewhat old-fashioned, waiting up hours for their children to arrive home and influencing and guiding their children long after they leave the nest. I respect that. Old-fashioned, old school. I dig it. I like that. Parents treasure the Capricorn child because this is someone who is hardworking in school endeavors and is always reliable and trustworthy, even from a very young age. Okay. Sometimes with siblings, though, there is a friction, as Capricorns can be jealous when attention is stolen from them. Still, Capricorn has a strong and abiding love for the family. There's a lot of you zodiac signs out there that got a jealousy problem, if that's really true. Capricorns can be hard-headed when it comes to romance. You guys are a goat and you got a horn. People of this sign often do not know when to leave well enough alone, and will go to great lengths to try to mold or influence their significant others to be what they believe they should be, rather than accepting them as who they are. Like I said, I don't really know any Capricorns. I'm not speaking on behalf of all Capricorns, If that really is true, really accept people for who they are, and everything should be fine, if that is true. This in turn results in conflict, and Capricorn does not do great dealing with friction in relationships. I don't think any zodiac sign would, but the important part in dealing with conflict in relationships, as long as you two can get back to each other and talk through what is the problem and resolve it, everything should be fine. Because at the end of the day, you two are still one for another. Capricorn should steer clear of being too rigid or inflexible and should be open to compromise for the greater good. What did I just say? Come together. Be open about everything, get through the process. This sign has a fabulous potential for fulfilling relationships and can achieve them through self-knowledge. They could, because according to this sign, it doesn't sound like they do. But again, I'm not speaking on behalf of all Capricorns. I don't really know too many Capricorns. I don't even think I know anybody under a Capricorn sign, but okay. Capricorns love to learn all aspects of whatever business they are in, whether they work for someone else or they are on their own. They frequently start at the bottom of the ladder and work their way to the top, so they can learn every nuance, of their profession. Capricorns are very resourceful, detailed, and deadline orientated, and they can tend to manage their finances very well. These traits lead them to be quite successful both financially and in terms of their professional reputations. Alright, so there's your Capricorns. So you guys do good financially and business-wise, but when it comes to love and relationships, sounds like you all need some work. Hey, I'm just saying, I don't know too many Capricorns. So this next sign is an Aquarius. Now, there is a person under this sign that I do work for, and this person seems to resemble quite a bit. So, you Aquarius people are an air sign. Your birthdays are between January 20th and February 18th. Your guys' birthstone color is blue. You are ruled by another one where you guys are uniquely ruled under two different planets, both modern and tradition. Let me try saying this without trying to sound funny. Your guys' modern ruling planet is, Uranus. And your guys' traditional planet is Saturn. Now, Uranus is innovation, and Saturn is structure. That kind of makes sense under the person that I'm really talking about. And your guys' spirit animal, interestingly, is an otter. Why does that sound so interesting? I don't know. So, alright. Aquarius has a very strong and dominant personality. Above all things, this sign seeks the truth. Aquarians are tolerant to every point of view and can see both sides of an argument. Yeah, this person that I work for is an Aquarius. This person does have that talent. They are independent, and from time to time, it is their nature to seek out alone time. This person is always alone. This person's always working on the computer and always on the phone doing meetings and all that stuff. On the other hand, Aquarians can be true extroverts. Their great desire to help humanity enables them to make friends very easily, but their high-minded personal ideas and values make them overly demanding of others. If they become disappointed in someone, they can never truly forgive or forget. They are by nature very tolerant, so they can learn to be more forgiving if they so choose. Yeah. Aquarians tend to have high expectations of their friends. They seek out people who, like them, have deep integrity, are honest, and are intellectually inclined. That kind of makes sense. They look for the same things in their family members, and they will form the deepest bonds with those who match those criteria. Although this sign is dedicated to family, that is not a guarantee that they will form a close bond with all family members. As a parent, Aquarius expects a lot and is often strict taskmaster when it comes to discipline and drawing the line. Hey, that's truly none of my business, but this Aquarius I'm talking about kind of strikes me as that kind of a person. With an Aquarian's own parents, the bond could be extremely strong or not, depending on the level of understanding between them. The same goes for the sign's sibling relationships. If they are kindred spirits, the bond will run strong and deep. Having a sensitive and attuned personality, Aquarians often fear of being vulnerable, so it may take a very long time for them to open up and allow a relationship to develop. None of my business. Aquarians have high standards for their romantic partners. They set the bar impossibly high at times. Many see them as too picky and not open enough to the possibilities, but they are only that way because they place such high value in quality and integrity. Okay. If that's really true about you, lighten up. But once an Aquarian's heart is open, it is a love that can last a lifetime. When Aquarius reaches a level of trust and acceptance, there is nothing this sign won't do for love. Aquarians enjoy work that allows them to tap into and show off their intellectual powers. Oh yeah. They enjoy learning, and so any field that involves continued learning is highly desirable. People of this sign love to develop ideas and concepts, and they are happiest when there are few restrictions, so they can allow their creative minds soar. Hmm. Also, being great humanitarians, Aquarius people are often gravitate to careers that allow them to help others in some way. Yeah, this Aquarius that I know and work for matches this symbol so much. Like, so much. There's something I can't really disagree with, but everything I agree with in regards to this Aquarius is all true. Very, very true. Alright, so the next sign and the very last sign is a Pisces. I don't know too many people under this sign. I don't know if I work with anybody under this sign. I don't really know too much about this sign, so here we go. So you guys are a water sign. Your birthdays are between February 19th through March 20th. Your birthstone color is pale green. Again, you guys are ruled by two different planets. Your modern planet is Neptune, which resembles inspiration. And your traditional planet is Jupiter, which resembles luck. And your guys' spirit animal came up as a fish. Makes sense. That's your guys' symbol. Here we go. Pisceans are able to adapt emotionally to any environment. Their symbol is a pair of fishes, one swimming above the other in opposite directions. Likewise, they possess some duality in their personalities. On the one hand, they can be kind, compassionate, sensitive, and very understanding. But at the same time, Pisces people like to keep their true emotions under wraps, placing great focus on their inner journey. Pisceans are very easygoing, and they would rather wait for their problems to sort themselves out than pushing them to actively solve them prematurely. I'm just reading about this, I don't know too many people under this sign. Let alone, I don't even think I know anybody under this sign. Here we go. Pisces are very affected by environment. A warm, cozy ambience that reflects this sign individually makes for a happy, well-adjusted fish. But when Pisces dwells in a living situation that is less than ideal and not source of strength, security, and comfort, then it can significantly affect their mood and relationships. Makes sense, you want to be comfortable. Pisces need to create a home environment that is a safe haven to thrive and flourish. There's a priority for this sign. The happy fish has excellent family relationships. As a parent, Pisces is warm, caring, and very involved. That's cool. This sign is an excellent son or daughter as well, always interested in a parent's happiness. As a brother or sister, Pisces often takes the role of the confidant and or the mediator between the siblings. That's cool. Pisces is a gentle, kind, nurturing, and highly intuitive sign. These characteristics go a long way to strengthen any romantic relationship. When Pisces person is in love, it is all hearts and flowers. Cool. This person is great at self-expression and is very demonstrative and affectionate. In a good, strong relationship with a solid foundation, this is fabulous. But Pisces also lives to please and be well thought of. That tendency can lead to being taken advantage of in matters of the heart when a partner does not appreciate, all of which this sign has to offer. I know that feeling. Pisces needs to work at not being impulsive in relationships. They need to take the time to really know someone before jumping into more serious relationships. A slowly built romance is one that could last a lifetime. I can kind of agree. I can agree. But it is also a thing called love at first sight. But hey, I'm not a Pisces. I don't know anybody under the sign. A Pisces person really needs to choose a career out of passion, or restlessness could easily set in. This creative sign has a deep need to be self-expressive through work and become bored quickly if that doesn't exist. Don't be at a dead-end job then. Without that element, Pisces get distracted and might wind up feeling lost. A keen imagination is the hallmark of the mythical sign, and the ability to dream and to create makes this person someone who would do well in a career that does not have traditional boundaries. Well, all right then, so there's your Pisces. I'm not speaking on anybody who is under this sign. You know, like I said, I don't know anybody under this sign, but hey, there's your Pisces right there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this video is well over an hour and 15 minutes long. I've never done a long video like this before, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making a part 2, as I will be getting into more of how each of these zodiac signs, on how they act when their emotions are aroused. So, you know, stay tuned for that. I'll be making that video. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all learned something new. So again, before I end this video was all just for entertainment. And I do this as just a hobby. It's just fun for me. So I love you all. Thank you all for watching this video, and I will see you next time. And by the way, I hope you like the new outro. Bye.